Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to yet again another video on some bad business. And today's video is going to be a how-to snipe video. Believe it or not, this is probably one of the most requested videos on my channel. And I basically did a lot, and I mean a lot of research. I wanted to make sure this video was pinpoint perfect for everyone, and it gets every single point across, and making sure that you hear everything and really get an idea of what the heck I'm trying to say. Now, with that being said, I want to get straight into this and actually start talking about it. So when it comes to snipers in bad business, they're very different than a lot of other games. Because when it comes to snipers in most other games, you have to hold your breath to keep your shot steady. But in bad business, we just threw that all out the window, it just seems like. So that means you're not going to need to hold any extra buttons to compensate for your ADS swaying all over the place, By ADS, I also mean aim down sight for anyone who doesn't know. Now I kind of want to talk about which snipers, when it comes to ADS speed, fire rate, and damage. I'm just going to be looking at all those three stats right there I just listed. Now I'll be using all these snipers with max ADS stats, but the snipers that have already a built-in scope, for an example, like the Dragnov, the DSR, anything like that, will not have the lightweight scope attachment, so ADS speeds may vary. Starting with snipers that have the slowest ADS speeds, the SL7 and DSR are both very similar. Next in line is the Dragnov, however, coming in slightly faster is the model 1873. Up next, we have the Seiko. After the Seiko, we have the Mosin, and then the sniper with the fastest ADS speed in the entire game, who would have guessed it, is actually the Op. Now, besides ADS speed, I want to move on to fire rate, because I feel like fire rate is also very important, as well as ADS speed. Now, I will not be using any attachments to increase fire rate on any of the snipers. I wanted to keep it all just base stock type of thing. So yeah, this is basically what it is. So the sniper with the slowest fire rate of all the snipers is the DSR 50, which is to be expected. It's one of the best in terms of damage and whatnot, but we'll get there eventually. And coming in with a slightly higher fire rate, we have the Op. And right ahead of the Op, we got the Mosin and Seiko, tied with the fire rate of 72. Moving on, we have the model 1873 with a whopping 84, the Dragnov at 90, and lastly, the SL7 at 96. But now it's the time where we talk about damage, everyone. And I'm talking about some hefty damage, okay? So headshot damage with all snipers one shot, so I'll just be focusing on body shot damage for this portion. So yeah, all snipers one shot to the head, so that's why I don't really care about headshot damage. I'm only going to be focusing on body shot damage, okay? So the sniper with the lowest body shot damage is the Dragnov. I mean, who could have guessed that, am I right? Up next, we have the Seiko, then we got the model, the Mosin, and the SL7 coming in very, very similar damage counts, literally 10 off of each other or something like that. Then finally, the Op and DSR have the same potential to one-shot body shot. But keep in mind, the DSR can one-shot body shot from all ranges, and the Op, you have to be a certain distance to one-shot body shot. So the reason why I listed all these stats is because I want you guys to figure out what sniper is the best for you, in your play style and whatnot. And we'll get into play styles here in a minute. Yeah, but in terms of what sniper is the best, that's that's literally what I said. You guys have to decide it for yourself, because you can use any sniper in this game in a lot of different ways. And I just wanted to highlight some stats so you can get a glimpse of what each sniper is like, and maybe find out some things that you didn't know. I personally just found out that the Mosin is the fastest ADS sniper rifle in the game. I didn't know that, and I love the Mosin. That's my favorite sniper. But before I talk about playstyles and whatnot, I think it's important we talk about sensitivity, centering, and leading your shots. These three things are probably the most crucial part of learning how to snipe in bad business. Sensitivity is probably going to be the biggest struggle when it comes to sniping, because you have to make sure you are comfortable enough to actually hit shots and maybe hit a couple flicks here and there. So sensitivity, I suggest using aim labs. It's free and can really benefit your aim overall. I mean, here's a clip, as you can see, as some dude is just absolutely just destroying on aim labs. I hope this is satisfying. So I suggest using aim labs, probably training your aim for about a couple hours every day. you know, before you play a whole session and whatnot. When it comes down to centering though, it just means being able to center the target on your screen, meaning like your opponent, just having your opponent right in the middle of your screen so you know where your scope is going to hit. When you quick scope or you just ADS for like a hard scope kill or something, you know, whatever you're trying to do, you actually have a chance to go in and, you know, take them out. Now we're going to swiftly move on into being able to lead your shots. Now, with leading your shots, it's mostly going to be used for longer range kills. So if you're trying to snipe someone across the map on arena, you may need to lead your shot to hopefully secure that kill on your opponent. Now, like, you just want to just slightly move away from the target, you know, depending on how the distance is and whatnot. And yeah, you know, like, that's literally all there is to it. Like, you don't really need to lead shots like a lot in this game, which I'm very, very thankful for, but there is still a little bit of leading your shot, you know, so it is kind of a little bit of a learning curve. But as soon as you get down what sniper you want to use and master and whatnot, it's pretty easy to try and figure out what you want to do. But all those things like getting the right sense, centering, and leading your shot comes with just playing the game more and more. But I do want to pass it over to Lecton to talk about the different types of play styles. His channel will also be the top link in the description. Please go sub to Lecton. He's been a huge help in all this. And yeah.
Okay, Mr. Wildaces, you wanted me to talk about sniping tips for the people. That is what you're going to get. So I guess I'll just get right into it. There's like 3 different play styles that I, at least like from my opinion, there's 3 different play styles. So you have those guys that are sitting at the back of arena with a DSR, you know, those are like the campy sort of snipers. And then like 1 tier above that, you'll have people who, they play like more aggressive angles, but still like pretty passive. Like, they won't sit at the back of the map, but they'll push up, you know, they'll, yeah, like if they don't see enemies, like they'll just push up. Like, they won't just sit around, they won't like wait there, you know, they'll try and hold a different angle in hopes of, you know, getting more kills. And then like last but not least, you have the aggressive snipers. I'd say I sort of fall into that category. Usually people with more skill will, you know, be a lot better at aggressive sniping, so not really me, but usually people with more skill and like precision will fall into this category because you're gonna have to take on like multiple enemies, you're gonna have to know how to like move and dodge all of them and stuff. So I'll mainly be talking about aggressive sniping since that's what I do the most and that's what I think I can probably help a ton of people with. Probably like the biggest thing that people really underestimate is prioritizing your kills. For example, if you have like that one guy who's like flying around everywhere, super jumping, you'll most likely want to kill him first instead of the noob who's like standing still, looking around for you. Definitely gonna want to kill like the guy with more skill first, or if you like see like what guns they have, you could just try killing whoever has the better gun. For example, if you hear someone has like a Seiko and the other dude has like a honey badger or an SMG or whatever, you're gonna want to kill the guy with the honey badger first, because you know the more you play the game and like the more that you learn how to like move around and stuff, it'll be easier like to dodge Seiko shots, especially when they don't like one-shot you to the body. I mean, unless they get a lucky no scope, in that case, well, sucks to be you, I guess. So prioritizing your kills is definitely a big thing that people underestimate. And like the second biggest tip, which I'd say is like just as important as the first one that I gave, is crosshair placement. A lot of people will just like go into the scope and then they'll like start looking around for their enemy, but what you should be doing is you should have your crosshair on them before you're even, you know, entering your scope, right? So you don't have to do as much moving with your scope, because you usually do have a lower sensitivity. I mean, at least I do when I'm in the scope, and it's like a lot harder to, you know, move around a lot and like look around a lot for enemies. And this also helps you learn quick scoping a lot better if you can just place your crosshair in the right spot. Another huge thing about sniping is like learning how to play the map that you're on. For example, if you're like on arena, you'll want to stick around a mid. You won't want to run around on like the outskirts of the map, because like from mid you can see everybody. You can get like tons of free kills by people just like camping, not moving at all, and you know, just staring down at like wherever. Yeah, and then you can just sort of, once you like learn all the maps and snipe on them enough, like you'll learn like what the best spots are like to camp if you just want to like camp, lay back at a few kills before going in. But as a sniper, you're gonna have to build up game sense, and what game sense is like essentially just knowing knowing like what's going to happen in the game, like before it happens, you know, sort of like a sixth sense. So like you're like, okay, we're spawn trapping this team really hard, maybe I should go early over to the other spawn because I know the spawns are about to flip, and then I can get like some free kills on people just running out or whatever, and I can start like another spawn trap over there or whatever. But one more thing I will say is that sniping isn't easy. It's definitely a lot harder in bad business, you know. Just if you stick with it, you'll definitely get better, and it'll feel really, really rewarding once you like hit those nice feeds and stuff. And yeah, just don't rely on your Mac 10 too much.
But yeah, everyone, that was Lecton. Thank you so much, Lecton, for collabing with me. I really, really do appreciate it. And yeah, everyone go sub to Lecton and everything like I've already said, and go wish him a happy birthday because today is his birthday. But with that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did enjoy this video, please be sure to smack that like button down below. Let me know that you guys do enjoy and do want more content like this. But I will talk to all you beautiful, beautiful people on the next one. Later. Peace.